Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Let's start out today's video. I have some monthly qualified gameplay for you guys. So it's the first taste of competitive gameplay that you'll probably see from this brand new meta. So I thought I would show you guys because monthly finals won't be until like another week, and then the other set of monthly finals won't be for 2 weeks. So this is a great test. So if you guys don't know, this is the winner bracket grand finals. There are of course 4 of these grand final, well, not grand finals, quarterfinals, I think it's called. I don't know. It's the final round, basically. But SK versus ECP. So the reason why this is going to be so sweaty, well, I still think SK should be able to win this one comfortably. But I want to showcase it anyways because ECP, of course, they made the last monthly final, but they also took out Totem just before this. So Totem are in the lower bracket again. So I just wanted to showcase this. And then, of course, if it is a 3-0 sweep or something, we can move on to a different game because some other banger games, which will go into the bracket as well midway through this pretty quickly. So SK Go, of course, is OP. He probably changed his name because he's been playing a lot of ranked. Oh, that is... Oh, 98 HP on OP. That is really, really unlucky from ECP because if they would have got that kill, they'd have won the round. Literally 1 kill and knockout is a win. So Squeak, I'm not surprised about seeing Squeak whatsoever. I wanted to put him on my underrated list, but I couldn't get the chance to play him when I was recording yesterday. He's probably the most underrated brawler for me. That gadget is just absolutely busted. I feel like I've not lost with Squeak at all in ranks at the moment. Also, of course, Gray is even better in the knockout meta right now because he's got unlimited hooks. Looks like Hypercharge already popped there from Yoshi. I was trying to clock who popped it there. ECP are going to win this round though, so maybe a wasted Hypercharge from Yoshi. At least ECP won the round anyways, right? Because that could have really haunted them in that 98 HP gene. So in terms of compositions, honestly, I do like ECP's comp just because of the Squeak. Good. I mean, Tick can like chip them down, but Gene and Gray, the kind of poke brawlers, it's all down to this gene pool. If it hits the gene pool, they'll probably win. But ECP do have a lot of HP as well at the end, and Squeak can definitely confirm some kills and stuff. They're going to go on the aggressive here, which is definitely looking pretty bad for ECP. If you get mid control early on in this map, it's not looking the best. A great gadget from Biso there. Looks like Joker's gonna teleport in. It's not going to connect. They did really well pinching Sabine there, but manages to stay alive with his Hypercharge. OP does a really good teleport and manages to get out. So SK clearly going to win this round of knockout, right? Normally when it's a 3v2, there's just nothing that you can do. Joker's going to get another super. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing here. Gas is going to close in. Joker's going to get that teleport. So I'm quickly going to go over to the bracket really quick so I can show you guys mid-game, and then we'll jump into the rest of it. So as you can see, the winner bracket final round, we've got SK versus ECP. We've got FUT versus Papara Supermassive, which again, they look pretty good 3-0. Humble versus Sniper's team. Oh wait, I'm clicking on the wrong game here. Give me a sec. Make sure that I'm loading into the next set. And then we have Heretics versus Team Electros, which is probably the game we're going to go into after this. I didn't want to showcase all of it because probably Drage will. But that probably is the most competitive game out of all of these 4. So more than likely, that won't be a sweep for sure. So we'll be able to tune into this after this if SK probably 3-0. I mean, they're probably all going to win 3-0, right? Just because of the fact that, well, we're not going to guaranteed win 3-0, but SK literally won the monthly finals last time. I was going to say monthly qualifiers. SK looking really, really good. I don't think they dropped a single set, did they? Yeah, they won 3-0 versus Smirk Cats. Well, it was Millie Slime, Yoko, and Pine, and they're a really good team. And then I'm not too sure about... I think I've heard of them in the winner. But anyway, they won 3-2 in the 3-0 in the previous round. So yeah, they are looking pretty hot and just literally continue where they left off. Also, FUT nearly got demoted to the lower bracket again. They just narrowly won 3-2 against Nemesis, who, again, like, they're decent players, but they should not even be getting close to losing that game in their previous form. So FUT really aren't looking the force that they used to. Okay, SK win this one straight away. Okay. What I might also do as well, this is more of a chilled video, guys, because if by the time we've gone through this one and maybe there's just a quick glimpse of another round, we'll just show as much competitive gameplay as possible just to try and get a grasp of the meta. So I mean, Joker's already got Hypercharge here, which is just looking pretty much over for ECP here. Again, like, Gray's just so good in knockout. It's going to get another gadget pull, break open the map even more. Joker's going to go in here. he's probably gonna die, right? Yep, speed. How didn't he get that kill? Okay, yeah, this is looking pretty much over. Yeah, it's definitely over. So let me take a look and see if there's any more games that we can briefly look before we go into that SK last round. Let me take a look. So we got Supermassive here. We got Humble. Let's take a look at Humble. Looks like, okay, no, they're not battling right now. Let's take a look at Totem. I got actually a really difficult game in the lower bracket. We could go into Supermassive versus FUT. Let's see how they're getting on here. Again, more of a chilled video. Looks like Naui is gonna win. Tomsy just clutches that one up. And is that the round going towards that? It is. Damn, FUT not looking the best right now. Supermassive looking really, really good. Is there any more high bracket games? I don't think there are. 3 of those are gone through already. Yeah, pretty much all of them. We'll have a quick look at Totem, see how they're getting on in the low bracket. Again, like, they are facing off against a really good team in the low bracket. For a first round low bracket, like Psycho Kid, he's really, really good. Cyclone, he's been in multiple monthly finals. And Jamal, I think he's Yuffie, off the top of my head, but he's also a really good player. So Totem could, well, not easily lose this, but they could be in trouble here. Great gadget there from the Ollie, but they don't manage to get any kills, and this is looking literally over. This is probably going to be the set, right, for Totem. It's surely going to be the set. Okay, no, it's just half a round. But anyways, we're going to go into the SK game now. I just thought we may as well just watch this last knockout round because they're going to be in draft, and draft does take a little while. Of course, we won't miss any of the SK action. So Cyclone's going to go down really weak already here. I mean, Hank is just proving way too strong. Ollie's going to go in. Angel Boy just milks him to death. And this is looking pretty over, isn't it? I mean, Totem, again, I'm just surprised. If they don't make this monthly final, it's looking really, really bad for them. I know there's double points at the end of the season, but for them to not make 2 monthly finals is disastrous. And they're definitely not going to make, well, they're not going to make the mid-season invitational anyways, right? And, I mean, their world spot could be literally near enough over if they don't manage to get this one. But they should, right? There's not that many good teams left at the bottom of the lower bracket. Angel Boy's going to pop Hypercharge already. Just get the most value, to be fair. I don't know. It feels like I don't think the other team have actually been playing together for too long, I believe. They're probably not even scrimmed much, to be honest. You could just kind of tell by their chemistry and whatever else. But, I mean, Psycho gets a really good gadget there. Angel Boy is really weak, but the problem is, like, you go in, he's just going to heal through his super. So, I mean, Hank with any healer is so good. And with Gene, specifically in this game mode, like, look at this. Like, Angel Boy's just consistently... It's going to consistently take damage, and that's going to help him charge his next Hypercharge. Cyclone... Hypercharge here. It's going to go in. Gets the... No, it gets killed, actually. Psycho Kid gets a lot of value, but it's pretty difficult to really confirm any kills here. So Totem, they're going to win that round. Let's see how SK are getting on. Guys, jumping into set number 2, we have Hot Zone Ring of Fire here. So it looks like they're running the strategy. I mean, Poco's using the anti... I mean, I guess it could be good against Byron. Definitely could be, but I still think healing might just be better. But double healer on the side of SK, especially paired with a Melody, could be pretty dangerous. Draco here as well. I mean, I just don't... they haven't really got an answer to Melody, as you can see. And now SK have complete control. Complete... I mean, surely. I mean, I guess Byron gets no value into this Poco gadget. This Poco gadget is just broken, by the way. Like, you pop this gadget and Byron can't hit you. Oh, that is obviously why, right? Like, Byron is dealing no damage pretty much with his main attack until those 4 seconds are over, which is just pretty busted. I guess Byron might have to just focus on just healing, like Joker, for example, and not trying to deal any damage. But again, here, okay, there's only 10% left. Byron goes down as well. Draco's going to run in, and there's just pretty much nothing they can do. Okay, gadget right in time. Okay, ECP, they are taking this first round of this first set. We've got a game on our hands now. All right, guys, jumping into round number 2 then. So my thought process here, there's going to make some mid-set adjustments, and SK are going to do better. I think, again, OP, yeah, there's nothing you can really do here. He's got to wait for those 4 seconds. I guess you just got to time and not waste your ammo. I don't even know what you can do. I mean, Joker needs to get on the Poco like he is there, and that's going to be the kill onto the Dracos here. As I was saying, I think you should have focused maybe more on just healing Joker. if that gadget's gonna look literally Byron can't attack. That's broken. I don't think that should really be a thing, right? I guess like it's technically poison damage with Byron, right? So it does make sense, but to completely eradicate someone's main attack is a bit busted, just a little bit. And I would have knew the survival strat before the gadget changed, but it's just highlighting it even more. So now they can run up onto the zone. Spen's going to get a lot of value here, considering Barry and Byron like not going to deal any damage against him. Spen's going to eventually go down. Joker's going to get good connection. Spen's going to manage to stay alive with the gadget as well, and he's going to survive there. I mean, this is ECP are looking like they could win this. Joker, oh no, Joker's going to hypercharge forward. Probably going to kill the bell as well, or at least try and get his super back. So ECP need to be careful here, but just need to group up and then go in. Here we go. Draco's going to pop his super, run into the zone. Joker's going to look to try and... Okay, no, he's not going to get any connections there. Another charged super from Sabine. Yoshi's going to try something, but it's not going to work out. Really, really good draft there from ECP. I know a lot of pros are complaining about the draft, but that was just perfect in terms of a great counter, good synergy as well. I would have loved to see how the draft played out. I'm guessing that Bell was maybe like first pick or something like that. But yeah, brilliant from ECP. Let's see if there's any more games on before we wait for the next set then, and see how all the other teams are getting on. So we have Team Heretics versus Team Electros. I know Heretics won the first set, I believe, so they're 1-0 up. But he's going to go in here. He's going to get stunned by the Frank. I'm scared here that Team Heretics don't have draft, because Frank is a great counter to Hank. Also, you've got Lou as well, but maybe it like they've got no healer with Hank as well. This is a big concern, especially in hot zone. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to win this. There's a lot of HP. This just looks like complete out draft, surely, right? I mean, Dre's going to go and try and go in here. Lenane does manage to get hypercharged and get some kills, so I need to really keep control here. Rama surely going to go down. Okay, does get a great kill onto Drage right there. Chaos on the zone. Good super, does get hit there by the Frank. And yeah, this is over. This has to be over. And I'm going to guess this is the final round of this set. Drage is trying all that he can, but this is why, like, Stu's like a decent pick. Like, he's good into everything, but at the same time, he can really get out drafted in hot zone specifically, because there's so much berry, so much Poco. Lenane gets another hypercharged super, and they're going to have to play this perfectly. I think there's pretty much no chance here that the guys can clutch up. Yeah, berry hypercharge, Frank incoming, unless they can delete this Frank ASAP, which that gadget's just going to confirm them getting onto the zone surely here. Yep, so Team Electros, they managed to win this set, perhaps? Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't even know how they won around there, because that just looked like the clearest outdraft, in my opinion. So that game is 1-1 at the moment. Let's jump into the third set here. We've got Last Stop, I believe. Gem Grab. This map isn't in ranked anymore, is it? I was just thinking, I haven't seen this map in a while. So the Ollie, this could be very dangerous for SK straight away, seeing the Ollie. Joker on the Buzz. Don't know how to really feel about this Melody and Ollie. This is looking like an ECP draft, in my opinion. I mean, Buzz technically is a good anti-tank. Is he using the extra range? No, I think he's using extra range stop power, right? I can't remember off the top of my head, but normally Buzz players, they go for extra long stun, especially against like Ollie and Melody specifically. So I guess Buzz has the matchup there, but early game is going to be pretty difficult, especially if they can contain... Oh, great pull from Marco right there. Ollie just needs to get as much pressure as possible, whilst not also facing off against the Buzz. Oh, the Buzz just timed that. But Bizzo's going to clean up with Melody. Yeah, like I said, I can't believe they managed to get Melody and Ollie in the same draft. I just can't believe it. I mean, Ope is popping off right now. Joker's got a hype charge. He's definitely going to land that onto the Melody, and he's probably going to get out with a few gems. Really well played there from Joker. That was insane gameplay. And now Ollie has a couple of gems. Yeah, this is looking now in SK's favor. You can see the bell traps as well, just spamming them out like crazy. That's going to guarantee them like a lot of control. Joker's going to go down though, so he's going to lose some of those gems. And now the countdown is going in the favor of ECP. Unfortunately, Melody does have a gem that they need. Okay, now they've collected enough in the middle. SK on the back foot right here. I guess Bisso just needs to go down here so then he can respawn and get some good control. This is not enough time for SK to come back here. Wow, ECP, but now just one round away from taking things here. Well, taking it to 2-1. That is absolutely insane. I just don't know what SK can really do. I mean, I guess they just... it's difficult, right? Because the thing is, like, Buzz might get a kill onto Melody, but then Melody can just respawn with super and with hypercharge and just change the game a lot better. So they're actually going to go with a different matchup here. We're going to put Bell onto the Melody and try and play things a lot more passive, which I definitely like here. Again, the Ollie matchup is just looking pretty bleak for the Buzz. Buzz used to be a great counter to a lot of different brawlers, but it's just difficult for him now. I do like the Bell change with Melody though. But once Melody gets one super, Bell should pretty much die every single time. Ope doing a lot of work right here, getting some great positioning. Sabine manages to get a really good hypnotize there. And yeah, Melody. Should Melody really switch lanes? I think Ollie should definitely try and go on the Bell for sure here. So we'll see if they're trying to switch up their matchups. Yoshi's doing a great job of forcing the Ollie out the bush. This is why Lola, like, not many people play Lola in rank because she's pretty boring, but she's a great brawler in draft, especially on a map like this, because she can play lane and scout the bushes really easily. And then you can see her playing mid as well. She's doing a fantastic job of just scouting the lanes and not allowing them to do much. So you can see here why they're switching the matchups. Buzz onto Ollie is a really good matchup for him because he can stun Ollie before he can get his hypnotize off, is my guess. I've just not really seen that interaction too much in ranked. So SK got complete control here. It's looking like a completely different game. These mid-set adjustments, like, one thing I hear a lot of pros mention, and this is why a lot of games always go like 2-1 within the set, is because players make mid-round adjustments. But even if you win, you should make a mid-round adjustment, in my opinion, because you know the opponents are going to change something up. So this is probably why ECP won't win this one. Yeah, there's just surely no chance that they can win. But yeah, as I was saying, so the mid-round adjustment there, Bell onto the Melody. Of course, Bell is a great counter to Melody in the open, and yeah, just completely worked there. So now this is very important for momentum in the game here. If ECP can win this one, and of course they got 2 chances of going to the monthly final, which is great. So that's going to be fantastic for them, and they really need to try and close things off right now because they have a fantastic draft. They're going to go double stacked lane here. So again, just making mid-round adjustments. Yeah, they've got to know that Buzz is in here, right? Surely they know Buzz is in there. Like, he's not in any of these bits. He's obviously in the left, right? Okay, so Joker's going to push forward here, trying to get some good aggression going. They do manage to get their matchups again with Bell, but Bisso's doing a much better job here with some aggression. Ollie should be able to kill Joker. Joker's just doing a good time, just buying his life as much as possible here. Melody's going to have super. It's very important for Melody not to waste super. Even if she goes down, just conserve it, because once you just use one of those dashes, of course, you run out of all of them. So Beam here needs to be really careful. He's in the open against Joker, who could easily super. The thing is as well, though, once Ollie has his jump, oh, nice, hypnotized there. Now Melody's going to go in. That should be the double kill onto Joker as well. Can he get out with some of the gems? Just Ope left, 300 HP. Okay, both of them get traded out. That's actually really good for ECP because now Melody has none of the gems. And here comes the hypercharge Melody straight onto Yoshi. This is just broken. Melody spawning in is so good. And you can see here, gets the kill, and he's going to die to the bell trap though. But I think there might be enough time. Oh, he didn't get the gem. He didn't get the gem. How did he not get that gem? Okay, it's right there. It's right there. Oh, I've got a bad feeling. I think SK are going to somehow come back here. I just know it. I can smell it. I can smell it. Because that gem is in Melody's hand instead of the Jeans. Oh, missed hook from Joker. But he's going to go down. Is he going to get out in time, though? No. Okay, now the gems are in one hand. Right, this is... How do they get the gems out of the corner now, though? This is a big concern. When they're split, I'm always thinking there can be a turnaround. Okay, Savim just needs to go in and die, to be honest, as quickly as possible. Okay, that's not a good death. Okay, 2 versus 1. Yeah, he should be able to survive that. Okay, ECP. 2-1 up versus SK. Here's me saying this potentially could be a sweep. And just goes to show the level of competition in EU. Really well played there from ECP. So let's see if there's any more games that we can watch. I mean, to be fair, I feel pretty bad for ECP because it was their first monthly final, right? And I felt pretty harsh tweeting out that they completely dominated. I mean, it was up against a really good Humble team who've been playing together for a while. That is why, again, like, I know ECP are good players. I know them for years. But here we are. FUT versus Supermassive. So in terms of compositions, Bo, interesting. I've not seen Bo too much in ranks right now. I've seen a lot of Melodies, seen a lot of Ash. I mean, Supermassive here could definitely be in a good spot. I don't know what happened in this second. Wait, did I watch the second round? I can't remember. But this could potentially be a 3-0. I mean, it's looking like a complete mismatch. If you would have said, like, no disrespect to anyone on Supermassive's team, but FUT would have dismantled this team easily last year, right? Because FUT was just a different force. But this year, they've not been looking the best. I just don't know what's happened to them whatsoever. They're just not putting in the time, the practice. I just don't know. I don't know. But they potentially could be going out right here. I mean, again, I can't see directly what the score is, unless if I take a look at, now he's 2-2 CL. Okay, so I've got Brawlify open, and I think I've got a lot of the player tags like automatically saved. So let me take a look. 2-2 C, yeah. So I've got his save. Let me take a look whether this is actually defining round. Okay, so I don't think it is, to be fair. I think they won Hot Zone. Yeah, they did win Hot Zone. Okay, FUT won Hot Zone, then lost. Okay, so this is deciding who's going to go 2-1 up. But it's 1-1 right now. So, I mean, here's me saying I thought it could be potentially a 3-0. Because, right, the knockout was really, really convincing for Supermassive. But they did manage to win. Not Hot Zone knockout, yeah. Then Hot Zone, they lost 2-1. And it's 1-1 right now. So, sweaty games. Again, Bo, like... I do like Bo on this map, but Bo is so underrated in Gem Grab, at least in my opinion, because he's got the range. Okay, now he's going to get stunned there. Now this could be looking pretty disastrous for FUT. But yeah, Bo's got the range to go mid and lane, so it can be really good. On this map, you can see like both games that we've watched, they tend to like change to mid depending on the situation. That's why Janet's really, really good in Gem Grab as well, because you can see they're going Janet mid. Now he's popping off like crazy. Okay, here's me just saying I don't know what happened to FUT. And it just seems they're back, okay? Seems they're back. we're flip-flopping it. No, seriously, like, FUT have been so dominant every single year. They've won, like, the most monthly finals, I think, last year as well. Was the #1 seed? I can't know. Actually, no. Humble won #1 seed in the end. But FUT were just dominating all year. And it's a very slow start to the year from. But they are still 2-1 up. Maybe it's just a slower start from them. But fantastic. I mean, that was a really good win from them, to be fair. It was a bit chaotic, but they managed to win that. Let's see if there's any more of these games that we can watch before SK. There's not really anything going on. I mean, we'll have a quick look at Totem, and then we'll go into the next SK game. Hey, Totem, I just, yeah, swiping the floor with them, as kind of predicted. So, yeah, we're going to go into the next set for SK. Jumping into the next Brawl Ball set. I've missed somehow a minute here, which, again, I was just, like, looking at stuff, and then I didn't realize it was in-game. Doesn't matter, we didn't miss a goal or anything like that. So, taking a look at the compositions. Again, they've gone with the Buzz, which I guess is a great counter to Melody, but still pretty surprising. A great double stun there from Joker. Just managed to get the ball away. But I think SK just score this regardless. Yeah, really nice from SK. So, I guess, again, it must be such a fantastic counter to Melody. This is why they're going it every single time. Melody's going to go in here, not going to get a lot of value. And yeah, Melody does not have a good matchup into any of these brawlers, right? And this looks like a super disjointed composition from ECP, because they haven't really got a mid. They're having to go Melody mid. And, I mean, Shelly's decent against the Buzz, but Buzz is just so good into Larry. Okay, good combination there from ECP. They still don't manage to get any kills, so just grouping up. Of course, that's a great way to counter any assassin as well, as grouping up, because there's no way that they can get a team wipe when 3 people are just shooting at them. Get 20 seconds left. Joker's got another hypercharge, going to get a free kill onto Larry. Also, one thing that I'd like to point out, I mean, I'm not actually liking Larry at all really in this meta whatsoever. I don't know if I put Larry in, did I put Larry in B tier last time? I think he is definitely dropping down. Like before, you could just always go over twins and you'd have a decent matchup, but I'm just finding something that's gone on as there's just more gadget spam, there's just more hypercharges in the game, more aggression. The twins can't really keep up with that, especially with their slow reload speed. So I'm not quite happy, because they definitely deserve to have fallen off, but they haven't got a hypercharge yet. You've got to remember, there's not many brawlers left without a hypercharge, so those brawlers are just starting to get really, really worse and worse. So I'll still have a few brawlers at the top of the meta that still don't have a hypercharge, like Byron, for example, Amber, you know, Griff are one of these brawlers at the top without a hypercharge. I mean, Larry's done good considering he hasn't a hyper so long. As I say that, He gets the goal. I swear every single time. I do this in football as well, guys. Like, if I say in football, if someone is playing absolutely terrible, they'll just go on and score. Like, it actually happens every single time, and it has done since I was very young. And now, I've just got the curse, right? I've got the curse. Now Larry just goes and slots it in, but I think... Okay, I don't know what's happening with Joker's hype charge there, but I think this has to be the win, right? Yeah, ECP. Wow, they are now one... That just came out of nowhere. The one round, the 1 round away from winning this and taking SK to the lower bracket. That is absolutely crazy. That really is crazy. I can't comprehend that. The last monthly final champions are about to go down to the lowest. I mean, they could get some terrible bracket luck as well. And there's a lot of really good teams in Europe. I can't stress this enough. In other regions, there's some okay teams, but I really can never feel like there's going to be an upset in the monthly qualifiers. It's never worth watching the other regions, in my opinion. Maybe NA a little bit, just to see the upper bracket games, but you pretty much know who's going to make the monthly finals. But in Europe, literally anything can happen. We've seen last month, Totem didn't even make it. We've seen FUT nearly not make it last month. We see SK on the brink here, but I just believe they will come back into this game because they just tend to have the ice, and that's what just happens with really good teams. I mean, Joker's going crazy right here. Yoshi's going to go in. Yeah, this is... ECP, they need to get this. They need to get it because I can't see in a set 5 SK choking. They've got the ice, right? Good super from Sabine there. Mark with his super as well. We've got to be careful of his buzz. Okay, ball's going to go over to the Melody. This is just looking like such a messy game. What has happened to the game I love? Okay, Joker's going to go in here. Good dash out from Bezos. Sabine's going to try and find the opportunity. Okay, Yoshi's going to get a super off. I don't know what's happening anymore. SK going to put it in the corner and do what SK Gaming do best. But they've got a minute to hold on here. The good thing is they've got Melody with a lot of utility. I see Ope also using the star power that shoots faster, which is actually... Yeah, I think he is, right? Oh, no, he's not. He just looks faster. Okay, Joker's going to get a kill there. Yeah, it's just not good. It's not looking good. As soon as you give them the ball in the corner, 50 seconds left. They need to plan a push together. They need a team wipe here. But how they're going to manage to get the kills, I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of firepower on the team of ECP. Okay, another gadget going off. But Poco Healing's just going to completely disregard all of that. Joker's going to go in and get a free kill onto the Larry. He's going to probably super in onto the Melody as well. 25 seconds left again. ECP they need to wait for all 3 of them to be alive. SK fighting for their lives right here. Bezos gonna go on the offensive. Try to bait out the buzz super. Really well played from Joker to just hold that on. Ope managing to get the kill onto Shelly. Really clutch. Joker gets the kill as well. And we're going to set 5. Okay, this is exactly what we wanted. This is why I chose to spectate this game. I believed in the drama. This is absolute cinema. It's what we like to see, as much competitive gameplay as possible. So what's happened in all the other games then? I think all the other games might have finished. I don't see a single one on my screen. Let me take a look at Drage's battle log. Has Drage made it? I think Drage, they have... Oh no. Oh no, Drage's in the lower bracket. I thought he made it. He won the first set, and then they lost Hot Zone, they lost Gem Grab, and they lost Brawl Ball. Okay. Wow. That is a shock. I mean, it's a shock. This should be the favourite, especially to beat that team, but I could literally see that game going either way. But this is a really close game as well. Humble, they definitely won their game. They were already like 2-0 up. So we know Humble are through. We know Team Electros are through. They've got Mebius, Nob, and... Who's the third? Nob and Rama. Okay, very interesting. So kind of like a throwback team right there. I believe they teamed up a couple of years ago and last year. Except like they just teamed up every single year, it seems like. Now he's going to be able to walk the ball in here. Okay, now this is pretty interesting for sure. Meeple, Berry, and a lot of people using Buzz on this map. I mean, Buzz I don't know, it wasn't used at all for months and months and months and months. And now all of a sudden he's getting such a big play rate. Felipe's going to get a good super out here. Buzz going to get the connection onto Ash, doesn't manage to get the kill. I guess Buzz is really good because he's a great anti-tank on this map. Like this map, the tanks are good and throws are good, so Buzz is kind of a good shutdown to both of those. If you think about it, if you can pop off well enough, Tom's is going to get some good healing in, but it just looks like FUT are going to manage to win this one. And is that the qualification? That might be the qualification to the monthly final, and it is. Okay, it is. Now I'm not surprised by that because FUT are really good, but I felt a bit bad kind of slating them too much. So now we're just on the last game, which is SK versus ECP, so let's hop into it. It's now moving into the 5th and deciding set right here. Missed the first 10 seconds because see the blue star is on the side of SK, so both compositions here do have their potential. Melody again, I don't think SK have the comp in my opinion here because they've got the grey, they've got Gus, who isn't even that bad into Melody. Like Melody isn't great into either of them, so yeah, I just don't really know. Grey doesn't have much range though against any of these guys, but he has just got this wall here which you can just guarantee. So I think he's going to try and break open the walls. That's what I would do personally. He's going to get a connection onto Joker. Yeah, I would open this map up like crazy with Nani. I honestly wouldn't even try and get some kills. Just break open that left side because Grey has no range. Pearl's going to get outranged, but a great kill there from Yoshi. It's just not looking the greatest for ECP right here. For like SK have got the kind of draft that they wanted. Again, Pearl versus Nani. If you were playing ranked, like Nani would probably win that, but because it's OP on the Pearl, it's like, what can you even do? Because Nani against pros, it's hard to actually hit shots, right? Because of course they're so good at juking consistently. But again, like they need to get 2 kills no matter what, ECP in this situation, because even killing Yoshi with 3 stars, the blue's going to be on Joker's side. So Nani again, I mean, the problem is here, like 20 seconds left. I wouldn't have bothered to open up the wall in that situation because you've only got 20 seconds. Use your super marker. Okay, he's not going to use it. Sabine, yeah, I don't think there's really much chance here. Melody hasn't got super. This is not what ECP wanted. They need to try and make this as messy as possible. When it's too calculated, it plays into a team like SK's favor, right? They're the better team if they want the game to go exactly like that, because they know play by play, they are of course the better players, but ECP need to make this messy. I know it's hard on Bounty, but they really need to. They just need to get into their faces with Melody. Honestly, I would go Melody still into Pearl probably, because at least you're going to get a lot of supers. This is the problem that they've had. Yeah, they're going to swap matchups here. Definitely saw that coming. Joker's doing a great job against Melody. Of course, like in a 1 versus 1. Yeah, look, you can see they're trying to swap the matchups as much as possible. Joker onto the Melody because, of course, Gus's main attack projectile is longer than Melody's. It's also wider as well, so it's consistently just going to hit more shots. Everything about it. Okay, so again, ECP is just down to trying to open up this wall. You know, if I was big brained with ECP, I would have just slapped on the supercharge gear with Nani just to break open the walls more and more. You don't need the health gear against really this composition. So I would have gone with something like that. It would be interesting to see if he is going the supercharge gear. Okay, Joker's going to push up here against the Melodies. Some really good plays there. Oh, now they've left Yoshi alone, but Grey can teleport out. Nani's going to be really weak here. Okay, I mean, Joker's really aggressive. He's going to get traded out, and now the blue star is actually going to go in favor of the ECP. Okay, now this is a tough situation to be in for SK. The problem is here, they are quite vulnerable to getting pushed up on ECP. As you can tell, like Belle and Nani, they don't have a lot of like sustain in my opinion, whereas like Pearl, it's hard to push into a Pearl because she's always going to be fully heated up. So I bet he's going to push up here. He's probably going to get a kill onto Sabine. Yeah, there's nothing that he could have really done there. I mean, the gadget's going to keep him alive. If they can like super maybe Yoshi and then Melody clean up, that would be ideal. But now pushing into a Pearl, yeah, he's going to go through the teleport. Does actually miss out on that gadget, and that's going to be a great kill from ECP. I think they just read that fantastically. Oh no, the bell didn't go out in time. I feel like he overstayed his welcome for sure. Issa's going to go in here. That's going to be another kill. They've got to protect him. They've got to protect him. Get out of there. Get out of there. Now we've got match point. Match point. This is insane. This is insane. Wow, that was really close. For both teams there, kind of like were choking a little bit. Like I get what OP was going for with the kill, but ECP was really quick to react. And then Belle, I think she like tried to shoot once, and then Grey just managed to that was just absolutely chaotic. But that's what you want, ECP. You want it to be as messy as possible. But wow, taking SK to match point, no matter if they don't qualify in the upper bracket, they can still qualify in the lower bracket. But still, this experience gonna come in really handy, because I think a lot of these players on ECP are pretty young. So again, this experience is vital against some of the veterans in Brawl Esports. But yeah, Yoshi gets a really good gadget there. And again, this isn't looking the greatest, because now they have to get 2 kills, because Joker gets blue, Yoshi gets a kill. Okay, some good taps there from Marco, but Joker can stay alive with his super. They need to push forward now. Joker's weak. They need to get map control. Marco is absolutely tapping right now. He's going crazy on the bell. Absolutely crazy. Fully glazing right here. Okay, but now they've all healed up. Ope is pretty weak. The gadget onto Marco. I thought I jinxed him there. I'm not rooting for really anything. Of course, I like the guys on SK, but also seeing an upset would be pretty cool. Okay, Marco's going to get the kill there. Joker as well. Sabine gets the kill onto Joker. And now, ECP are in the lead again. How does that even happen? That just kind of came out of nowhere. I guess Joker was pretty weak. And great connection from Sabine. He does have Blue Star as well here. And he's starting to really tap the nanny here. Josh is going to go down. Okay, perfect. Now, 3-star lead. They can't just get a kill. They have to get 2 kills now, or just on the nanny. So it's up to Sabine here to really start tapping, get some great taps onto Pearl. Okay, this pressure is looking not the best here for ECP. Not gonna lie, they've been pushed all the way back into spawn already. But here comes the hypercharged Melody. Sabine does a great job to stay alive. Goes straight onto Yoshi, which he has to teleport out there. We just need to get a kill onto Sabine. There we go. They get a kill onto Sabine. I knew it. He was just too vulnerable. He was alone. But can Marco get the taps in time? Surely that's going to rebound onto him. And that's the blue star going their way. And ECP managed to win that. There's no way. Marco with the clutch. And I'm so glad I watched this one. I'm glad. Other people probably would watch other games, but I wanted to watch this. ECP, they qualify in the upper bracket. That is absolutely insane. So if I quickly show you guys the bracket, maybe there's going to be like another lower bracket game, which I'll show you guys on the second channel if there is. But I'll show you guys the bracket for now. Then you guys can tune in on the second channel. So as you can see, we have Eclipse who won that one. And then we've got FUT, who beat Para Supermassive. Humble beating EXO Free Agents, which was Sniper, Dekai, and Mewtwo. And then, of course, Heretics going down to low bracket. So there's definitely going to be some bangers down there with Totem, SK, and Team Heretics going to the lower. So I'll see you guys in the second channel. That's going to be it for the main channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.